Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Out of Spec podcast. We have talked about Volvo here and there recently, and we're talking about them again. This time, we're talking about the EX90, and we're going to discuss when should automakers deliver cars to customers? When they're complete? Okay, what does that mean? We're seeing we're seeing a little bit of a trend where incomplete offerings are making their ways into customers' hands with promises of features that come later. The EX90 is no exception. So let's dive into this topic today. When is an EV complete and when should you deliver a car to a customer, especially in today's age? This episode is made possible by the support we get from Fort Collins Kia. If you are in the market for any electric Kia, not only do they never add market adjustments, they will deliver your car to you anywhere in the 48 contiguous states for out of spec viewers. More information in the link in the show notes. So there are different strategies of bringing vehicles to market. There's sometimes some rushing, and there are unfinished products that come into the hands of owners. And they are told, okay, these features aren't here now, but here's some goodwill credits or whatever, and here it's coming. So you can count on us, but can you really count on that? We've seen time and time again that automakers have given us some pretty big promises, that they've announced lofty goals, and they are not always lining up with what reality is. And you want to maintain brand loyalty. You want people to trust you. Kyle has talked about this before on out of spec reviews as well, and we've talked about it just amongst ourselves. What is acceptable and what is unacceptable when it comes to an incomplete car getting into your hands as a buyer? You're excited about it. You bought it because of specific features that were advertised when they first sent out those press releases, when they first made the videos. But now, when it's coming to you, you're told, not everything is here, but just hold on. Take this, pay us, and we'll get back to you. Compromises are something that we're all going to take, especially if we're investing in new technology. But to what degree are buyers compromising? Over the air updates are really powerful. They're so great. I got an over the air update, except it was not over the air update. I got a software update in Wichita. I had to go to Wichita that helped the VinFast VF8 become so much less glitchy than it ever has been in my half a year of driving it around. And over the air updates, when they do come over the air, are great. They fix bugs, they improve performance, even, they provide upgrades. But these should be small, right? They should not be finishing the product once in the hands of a customer. So let's talk about the Volvo EX90. I'm going to bring up a list of the 10 features that will and functionalities that may be delayed, they say, when taking delivery of your EX90. They say that these features will be added at a later time via an update, and then you can check back here for any updates to the list. So if you're curious and you have an EX90 on your books to be one of your next cars, this is important to know. As we see here, they describe that the LiDAR first safety scenario feature will not be there. I'm just going to list them off. LiDAR first safety scenario, cross traffic alert front automatic braking, straight crossing path, curve speed assist, Apple CarPlay, light theme in center and driver screen, battery drainage, smart charging, plug and charge, and bidirectional charging, vehicle to home and vehicle to grid. Some of these are safety features that I looked into these, and these were all listed in the original press releases from Volvo in one way or another from 2022. I'll bring up one here. If we look, it has LiDAR. It includes other things. I mean, I looked through because I was like, okay, well, if people are interested in these EVs, then why did they make the reservation at first? What features on this list were included? And I did go back through and look, and it did describe features that might be, they say the features might be optional, and the availability of features and services mentioned in these press releases may differ between markets. Okay, they might differ between markets, but if you're reading a USA Volvo press release, you might think, okay, that'll come to me, right? So these are usually from 2022 announcements and current Volvo websites that I found these features that are listed here that say they will be available with the EX90. So they call the invisible shield of safety, and their sensing technology inside and outside of the car is state of the art. And it's this LiDAR delivered by Luminar functionality. So it's able to detect small objects ahead of you, create more time to inform, act, and avoid. These huge safety features, sensors to improve the reliability and performance of the assisted driving function of the pilot assist, steering support, in changing lanes, all that. It says it will also be compatible with wireless Apple CarPlay, from what I was looking into. Additionally, they said that their car would come with all the necessary hardware to enable bi-directional charging. Okay, so it might come with the hardware, but not the functionality at this point. They talk about the technology and that they plan to make bi-directional charging available in the future, starting with selected markets. So they're always going to be like, if these are, future-looking statements. We're not held to any of this, but as consumers, this is how it's advertised, and this is what you reserve. So charging with the EX90, it is listed that it is compatible with plug and charge technology. That's really important when it comes to all that we're excited for with the future of charging. I'm just going to be able to plug in and walk away and know that it started. I don't really have to check and look. So right here, you can see that charging the EX90. The EX90 is compatible with plug and charge technology, giving you the valuable benefit of being able to charge your car at any public charging station supporting this feature. All you got to do is plug it in, and it takes care of payment as well. So it is listed. This is a current website of Volvo where you see plug and charge technology available. But if you get your EX90, don't rest assured that you might have plug and charge at this point. Moving on, they also talked about the smart charging capabilities that are coming with the Volvo cars in the smartphone app. We're seeing more and more smart optimization of our charging in our EVs. If I plug it in at home, I want it to charge when rates are low, or I want it to have exactly this much when I wake up, or whatever it is. We love to optimize, and the future of EV charging is all about optimization and smart charging, smart homes. So it does say that the Volvo EX90 would allow you to charge your car when demand from the grid and prices are low, usually meaning there are more renewable sources in the energy mix, and save that stored energy to be used later. Really smart charging. This was listed in a press release from 2022 in November. And if we want to look at the Volvo EX specifications, we can see here twin motor, fully electric, and twin motor performance. They both are all-wheel drive. They have the same battery capacity, 111 kilowatt hours. They have the same DC fast charging station time of 30 minutes. We'll see about that. For performance, this ranges a little bit for horsepower from the twin motor to the performance from 402 horsepower to 410, 300 kilowatt hours of maximum horsepower to 370 kilowatt hours of maximum horsepower for the performance. The acceleration from 0 to 60 has just a second difference from the twin motor to the performance of 5.7 seconds to 4.7 seconds. And then the torque is also not super different, maybe 100 foot-pounds torque difference from 568 to 671. The cargo capacity is the same in each, 76.6 cubic feet. And if you look, it has 7 seats, has the trunk in the back, cargo compartment. It has the flat folding rear seat for more room, and then it has the front load compartment, the frunk area as well. If you want to look into it, it has the Bowers & Wilkins high fidelity audio system option or the Bose premium sound option. It's Volvo. It looks premium, looks good. It's a bigger SUV option, and it has a lot of great features that people were excited for. If you look, it has this vertical screen in the display in the cluster, and just typically what you would want to see from this premium option starting at $80,000 MSRP. So do you want to pay that much and not get all the features that you were promised upon delivery? I think it really depends on the person, but it does beg the question, should automakers be delivering these, or should they embrace another delay to make sure they get them all first? Or are they releasing them into certain markets first? Maybe that's the approach. Either way, it's a little bit vague. We're not exactly sure, and it's up to the consumer to decide, I want to buy this or I don't, based on whether or not I'm going to have the features when it comes into my hands. I think it's an interesting topic because we've seen this from other automakers. The Cybertruck, Kyle has talked about that before, it promised a lot of things. It's not going to achieve a lot of those things, but some of them they say are coming. Is it enough that an automaker can deliver you a technically fully built, but maybe not fully featured and fully functional product, an electric vehicle in your hands? Let us know what you would prefer. I think most people just want it to be good and just have those little tweaks that make it better and better with over-the-air updates over time. but if you put down this much money, I think you should get a full car. That's my personal opinion, but I want to know what you think in the comments. Maybe you're more patient. Maybe you just think that I'll take it now and then get the changes later. Thanks for plugging in for another episode of the Out of Spec podcast. Drive safe, stay charged. I'll see you next time on the next episode. Bye bye.